Hey crafty friends, welcome back. In today's video I'm doing some more December daily catch up. So I'm working on days 9 and 10 today. Now I had already gone ahead and made this little pocket on this page, so I'm just going to go ahead and work with what's there. I love using kind of, I guess, foundation pages is what they're called, to kind of help me get going, especially on days or pages where I'm not sure what I want to do. So this pocket gave me the idea to stick some tags in it, so that kind of inspired this whole tag situation that we're creating right now. So I'm going to use some of these little Hershey Kisses, the little paper things that come in them. Now this is my first year trying the cherry Hershey's Kisses, and surprisingly I actually enjoyed them. So I thought it would be fun to try to incorporate the little strips into something. So this is what I came up with today. I thought a little shaker tag with some glitter would be fun, make it look kind of snowy in there, and then the glitter would kind of catch on the little paper strips. Just, I don't know, I just wanted to play with it and kind of see what happened. So I'm going to use my die. This is from Tim Holtz. It's part of a tag die set or whatever. It didn't quite cut through all of the strings, so I'm just using some scissors to finish that off. And then because I like to do things in multiples, as you guys might know by now, I went ahead and die cut a glittery one as well, which you'll see a little bit later. And at this point, I'm going to start assembling my little shaker tag. So I'm just using a random piece of leftover plastic from some packaging. I thought I would repurpose it. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just sewing around the 3 sides of my little tag. And then I will throw some glitter in here and make it super sparkly and fun. Hopefully the glitter doesn't kind of seep out between the stitches, because I didn't double stitch, so that's my only concern. But you know what, a little glitter never hurt no one, right? So that's fine. I did want to incorporate one of the little paper strips as the little pull tab. I don't imagine that will be very durable, but I thought it would be fun, and if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. Pretty much I'm the only one that winds up looking through these albums, so I know to be careful. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just use I don't know, a bold print pen or bold point pen, I guess, to just journal right on the paper or something, or around the photo. I'm not worried about adding journaling to the back of the tag or anything, but I did want to add some more pattern to this page. One, to tie in some snowflakes, because it will tie into the page right next to it. And then I also want to cover up all those kind of shadowed stamped 8s. So I'm just using some of this snowflake paper from Crate Paper. I can't remember which collection exactly it's from, but I just ripped the top of it to kind of mimic the ripped top of the little pocket below it, and I'm just kind of tucking it down. You'll notice the pocket I didn't sew all the way to the tops of it, so I could do something like this just for flexibility purposes. I think that's kind of nice to do sometimes for yourself, set yourself up for success. Here I'm going to go ahead and just sew my little photo onto that glittery tag that I die cut earlier. I did add some stitching around that as well, just to help tie everything together, make everything kind of go. Yeah, and then the little shaker tag will just kind of live in that little pocket. It's just kind of a fun little thing that I just enjoyed making and will love playing with because it's sparkly. I did want to add some washi tape on this page, so while I did put the extreme adhesive on the back of the tag, I didn't press it down firmly. I just kind of set it on top of the paper, so I knew exactly where to put my washi tape. And I am going to double up on the washi tape here in just a second at the top of the page, again just to kind of tie everything together. I think it's really nice. And you might notice that I'm adding on this bluish kind of minty washi tape. That is because the numbers I'm using this year are kind of a similar tone, and I didn't have any of that color elsewhere on this spread, so I'm trying to incorporate it with these stickers and kind of trying to blend it in a little bit with the washi tape. So you'll see that I try to kind of add in a couple little touches of that minty color between these 2 pages. So I will move on to the second page here in just a moment once I add all these adorable little sequin stickers and snowflakes. I think it's so cute, so sparkly, yay. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna move on to page 2. So I love this one. I think it's really cute. And for this page, I'm going with a snowflake theme. So I'm using some snowflake dies and some really pretty glittery paper. It's that same paper that I used to die cut the tag on the page facing this one, again, to kind of bring it all together as much as I can. I only needed 3 little snowflakes, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of finish punching out all the tiny little bits of it. There were so many little bits, but they're so beautiful that it's totally worth it. On this little frame, you can see more of that kind of minty bluish color. This is another little like spot where I'm trying to add that in, as well as the glitter paper I chose. It has some like blue pink shift in it as well, so that kind of helps make everything a bit more cohesive. So yeah, so it's just a matter of layering at this point. I'm using some of the Tombow Extreme. I used some of that on the back of the frame to glue down the little piece of vellum that you saw me do just a moment ago, as well as kind of holding the two frames together so that I can stitch them in place exactly where I want them. And you will have noticed that this pink piece of paper on here is stitched at the top because it does fold up, and I think that's so much fun. I love adding interactive elements into my albums, whether they're TNs or pocket page or whatever they are. I think it's so much fun to flip back through later and have things to move and stuff. So here I am just going to go ahead and start putting down all those die cut snowflakes. I'm using some Tombow adhesive dots to do this. It's super simple adhesive to use. You just peel off the backings and then stick the things down. They wound up being the perfect size for the center of my snowflakes on the back, so then I didn't have to worry about adding like little bits of glue and being really fussy about it. So that's why I chose the dots. And then I got this embellishment and some happy mail. It was perfect. It was white. It was like a little mitten, you know, stay warm in the snow. And then the little tickets, I believe, are from Crate Paper this past holiday season. Again, perfect because this was for documenting a little school performance, which was so adorable. And because there weren't enough snowflakes, I needed more. So that was the theme of the school performance. So it was about snowflakes, and it was so cute. So I wanted to add as many snowflakes on here as I could. And again, this will tie in the page that's facing it. You know, when I added in that black and white snowflake paper, that was kind of a way for me to tie these two pages together since they're very different stories. The color schemes are a little bit different, and then the pictures themselves are just completely different. This one's lovely, the one of me is ridiculous, you know, so I just tried to think of different ways that I could tie them together that made sense. So for me, that was with the glittery paper and the washi tape, and yeah, and I think I also added some silver and gold too because I'm all about all of the metallics. I don't know why, I'm obsessed. It's so much fun. Here I'm kind of fiddling with these little alphas. I do go back in later off screen and glue those down because we all know that they will not stay there. So I did that off screen, it's fine. And then I wanted to add on just a little kind of fun little touch up here at the top. So I'm just stapling and gluing down that Season of Joy. Joy was my kind of focus word for December Daily this year. And this whole school performance thing just brought me so much joy that I had to do a whole page for it, and I think it turned out so cute. And then the final little touch of this minty green is my number again. I'm going to do something similar as the previous page and chop it and just kind of line it up with the edge. It's an easy trick to kind of fit it in. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these pages. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!